Welcome back to another Medtech Snapshot, the one question, one answer digest podcast. With me today is a good buddy of mine, Kevin. Kevin's the CTO of Revalve Solutions, based here in Irvine, California. And we're going to be getting into some discussions today talking about R&D's role with clinical development, as well as how you transition an R&D organization into an organization that's maybe a little bit more set up for that NPI scaling experience down the road. So stay with us. All right, Kevin, this is my favorite part of our discussion because I get to fib a little bit. I know I told you we were only going to be covering 2 questions, but there is a surprise third, so gotcha. That being said, we'll have some fun here. So what I'm hoping you can do is, think back into your career, and can you think of a time where, because you experienced something, because you made an important decision in that moment, that resulted in a catalyst or a significant pivot in your career, which really changed the trajectory and helped you get to where you are today as CTO of Revalve?
It happened really early on in my career, and I have to admit, I don't know if it was, this grand strategic plan. I think things just happen sometimes. One of the first projects I was on, I was just the R&D delivery system guy, like designing handles, kind of the baseline design work that we all start with. I've had an opportunity to step into the clinic. It was really that. It was, an early stage aortic valve replacement device, and got asked, "Hey, are you willing to do this?" Little did I know that would just kind of open the door to seeing the other side of things, right? Like interacting with physicians, generating training, learning imaging. And, that's kind of cascaded to now. And you really appreciate the holistic picture of things. So and that's come in handy more in the startup realm as far as, how do you identify needs? How do you see it from the clinician perspective? Instead of just, I'm just the engineer who designs this one thing. It's how do I see the therapy as a whole and develop things from a larger perspective. So yeah, I think that was a turning point, even though it was early on, just getting that clinical exposure.
I got to tell you, I've probably asked this question of people, multiple dozens of times on this podcast. The number one theme that comes up in their responses is what you just said, which is at some point in our career, we're presented with an opportunity. And the vast majority of people who think back on their career at this moment of this pivot moment, they said yes, right? They might not have known everything that they were getting into in that moment, but they said yes. And then as a result of that, doors opened down the road. So what a powerful takeaway that is from your story, because I think at the end of the day, if we're continuing to learn and say yes to new opportunities, like you said, it will just kind of create its own luck and opportunity.